So I guess then the big question is, did I make the right decision buying these wedges? And the answer for me is yes. I've been really impressed overall. It's something where I always kind of thought a wedge, how different can one wedge feel to another? I'm only using it for chip shots around the green. Like, yes, some feel hard and some feel soft, but really, how much different can they be from my old set? I mean, I fitted myself for the old set and I built them, so I was surprised to feel that these feel that much different and that much better. The shaft upgrade has been incredible. Having the shafts now with these Dynamic Gold S400 Tour issues has just made the world of difference. Just so much easier to play on the longer shots, but I find I'm still getting a lot of feel on the shorter shots. In terms of loft, I've been so happy with my loft options. The only one that's offering me the smallest little bit of concern, or giving me the smallest bit of concern, is the 50. The only reason being it's a 115 shot and then my pitching wedge goes a fraction too far. However, I do also find my pitching wedge and my 9-iron step on each other's toes slightly. So it's probably more of an issue with my pitching wedge than it is the 50. But actually having 50-54, I know for many people they go, it's not an even gap compared to the jump then to the 60. However, what I've found personally in my bag is the 60-degree club on here. I've never ever been able to hit a 60 before as a full swing, or even a 58. The thing just popped in the air and gave me no control, but with the 58 here, I actually can. So that's what I'm talking about there. That is the 60 degree. One of the things I noticed, so much less of a divot than what I'd normally take with this. So obviously normally I'd be digging down a lot more with my old set. These in particular, I've noticed that actually it's not digging at all. It's just sliding through the turf. And I put that down to the grind, the bounce, but then also the much larger sole on this. And it's just meant that actually the contact's been so much more consistent, strike's been a bit lower. So that's made a world of difference. And then giving that jump then to the 54, when I play the 54 from the fairway, it's now a 100-yard club. I can push it to 105 if I need to. So just swapping then to the 54, just gonna hit a couple of shots with this. It just goes a little bit further. I found the divots exactly the same thing. Really nice bottom end, not getting the dig anymore I used to. Balance of the club as well feels awesome. I mean, I am hitting directly into the breeze here. But that for me, for a high lofted wedge, is still coming out with a nice flight. It's got some stop on it. Certainly for me, the control has just gone through the roof with just being able to make a swing and trust that the strike's going to do something at the bottom end, rather than before I always felt like I was guessing. There's nothing worse than trying to guess, oh, do I do this, do I do that? This now is just, okay, make a swing and the ball's going to do what I want it to. Before, if I was hitting it 75 yards, that was my limit. I mean, it's 25 yards different with the same loft. It just staggers, it just blows my mind. I don't understand how that's possible, but somehow with these it is. And actually, so the touch and feel for me around the greens has been awesome. I've just overly enjoyed using these. They just feel super soft, super sharp though. When you get a nice nip on the ball, you can feel it nip, you can feel it bite, which is just something I missed, unfortunately, with my old wedges. So yes, have they done everything I've wanted them to? Yes. I know about a month ago, I was probably a little bit skeptical as to if I'd made the right decision, purely because when I got on the golf course, I missed pretty much every green. I put a wedge in my hand, but then obviously found out on the gapping video that the reason why is because I wasn't used to the new distances. They are so different to what they were. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit some different shots around the green with these clubs. The one I just played with is with a 54. And what I'm going to do now is just play a similar sort of shot with a 60. The one thing I've been really impressed with the 60 for me is just the way it slides under the ball. It's got this huge sole, so in the M grind with 8 degrees of bounce, it's meaning the ball or the club just slides under the ball and pops it really nicely in the air. And I've just enjoyed using that. Oh, a little bit firm, but that was okay. And I've just really enjoyed using that. Just for me, that little bit extra loft around the greens has really helped. But that larger sole, just making no sort of divots in the ground, just feeling I can get underneath it and it'll just slide, has been amazing. And certainly for those longer shots as well, as I'll hopefully have the other clip from earlier. It did start to rain, by the way, which is why I'm now here at Colne. As soon as it starts to rain, I'm a bit of a fair weather golfer these days, so I thought forget it. But yeah, like that 60 is just an absolute beast. And for little flop shots around the green, hitting loads of loft, if I was here to on the front flags, it's absolutely awesome. And then finally then I have the 50 degree with 12 degrees bounce and an F. So I don't tend to use this much around the green, if I'm really honest. I probably should use it more than what I do. I tend to find I jump to the pitching wedge, which I know not many coaches are a fan of. But actually what I'm going to do, let's hit one down there. The landing zone will be slightly different to what I hit with the 60. We'll take that. So maybe that's actually something I should consider playing a bit more around the green by the looks of that. But I just love the fact with these, they seem to come off really soft when you want them to, but when you play a fuller swing, you get the distance you need to. So yeah, I mean, I've been amazed with these. Are the grinds and bounces exactly correct? I mean, I'm gonna say yes for me. I've been so happy with them. Probably if I went to some guy at Titleist who was an extreme fitter, you know, just fitted wedges all day, every day, he might be able to find a slight error in there. But for my standard of golf at this moment in time, these have been a game changer. My wedge play has not been this good since I played full time, and I cannot offer these wedges a higher compliment than that. So guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. Obviously a bit of a different one. I've never really done a review of a product that I've owned for a little while. If you enjoy this sort of content, I've got loads of products in a minute that I own. I've got some that are even sat in a bag. And again, I could do some product reviews on those, giving you a review of ownership after a certain period of time, how they've lasted and how they've done. But I mean, these, I'm only a month in, so I'm obviously not expecting anything visually, but actually performance-wise, I've certainly, as I've got adjusted to these wedges, I've found a huge difference. So guys, thank you for watching and see you all very soon.